Hi, today I'm going to show you a hand-built sushi plate. Here is some of the finished sushi plate with different texture on it. It's very easy to hand build it. This is the other one with different texture, and this was from the wallpaper. This Chinese character is a plastic rubber mat that I got it from my friend. I will show you later how to use that. It's very easy to build. This is the tools that you might need. Of course, first you need to find a piece of a rectangle, a board, or even something that is a rectangle. So I'm going to do two demonstrations on two different shapes, different sizes of the sushi plate. Also, if you have slab roller, it's going to be even easier. You can just roll your slab. I would say about a little bit more than quarter of an inch, somewhere between 3/8 of inch to quarter of inch. That's the thickness we're looking for. And also you need to, this is for rolling the slab, you need to have a thick sponge, thick sponge, and maybe a very flat plywood, flat plywood, so that you're going to use that to compress your slab. Okay, so first let's start to roll out some slab. So I'm going to just use a hand roll, and I would do, this is about 3/8 of an inch. Okay, with these two boards all together here. Put mine right here. Try to get a clay flat. Yeah, if you have a slab roller, it's gonna be easier. But since in my home studio I don't have the slab roller, so I'm just going to use the rolling pin to roll out the slab. And with the ball here, so you have a guide here, so when you roll right, you rolling pin against the guiding board, and you know you have exactly the thickness of the board. I'm going to change to the side. This is pretty much good. To make it flat, and maybe I will flip it over to the other canvas and then roll from the other side too. So just flip it over. So that way the slab stay, since it's been compressed on both sides, so hopefully they will stay flat too. Right, so put it back here. Okay, and let's see if this is big enough. Yeah, I think so. So this is good. Hold on, let me get my tool. Actually, basically, we're going to cut roughly about 1 inch on each border. So this is the size we're looking for. So I will just cut it roughly here using a needle tool to trim. So this is the thickness. It's about 3/8 of an inch. It's a little bit thick, but we're gonna roll the texture mat over so it will be thinner later on. All right. So now, speaking of the texture mat, this is from my friend. They have a store nearby, and also they sell it online too. It's called Chinese clay art. Okay, Chinese clay art. If you don't get, they come with different texture mat too, so you can choose from different texture. Okay, let's come up like this. Okay, so we're just going to place the texture mat over, and then I'm gonna roll it again. So with the texture mat over, the clay is gonna extend it and go a little bit wider, and also the clay is gonna get thinner. Okay, that looks good now. Okay, so let me peel it off. I wanted it to transfer onto a board, because using the rolling pin, maybe the clay might not stay flat after it's been drying or fire. So we're going to do some treatment, and the treatment is that going to flip the clay onto a sponge. Okay, so flip it. All right. So now I transfer the clay onto the sponge, and then you want to get a very flat wooden bowl, okay, flat one. Also, it's big enough. So you are going to put it over, and then compress it, okay, and try to use all your pressure, okay. If not, you might want to put it on the floor and step on your board, okay, to get it flat, so that the release the tension of the clay being rolled out by my slab roller, my rolling pin. Okay, right. So now I flip over again, and this time I'm gonna cut exactly the size. Okay, so I put a handle here on the ball. If you don't worry about it. Okay, you can just pick it up and try to line up. There's a line here, so the line is lining up. And then you want to cut about 1 inch, okay, 1 inch. So I'm using this to put it right next to it and hold it. Okay, so you cut it straight. Hold it here too. So I'm doing this demonstration outside of in my backyard, so you can hear the dogs barking and the airplanes flying and the bird is singing, all different noises. Okay, so that's the cutting process, so that I got a perfect rectangle. And now I want to transfer this piece onto the sponge here, okay? But I want that my texture to be on top, okay? So I need to flip up twice. So I get a ball here. So I am sandwich the clay and flip over and remove my board here. And now I place my sponge back again and flip over, so you can see how my texture is on top and the whole piece is sitting on top of the sponge. And you try to center so your piece will be sitting in the center of the thick sponge. This is not quite centered, so I'm just going to bump a little bit here. Right. Okay, try to smooth the edges as much as I can. Okay, so now the last step is we are trying to put the ball on top of the clay, and I'm going to compress. So the when you push down, the sponge on the edge will bend the edge over, so you will have the like this one here, the edge is bending. So that's why we are trying to do that. And we don't want the ball to stick on the clay, so you can put a piece of a plastic bag over. It's a little bit windy here. Right. So to prevent the clay from sticking on the wooden bowl, and all you need to do is just try to find the center. Okay, if you cannot find the center, you can put this back here. Try to line up the edges. Okay, size good. A little bit over. Okay, this size good. And it should be good since we were using that to cut it. Okay, so I find the center, and now all you need to do is just compress down. Use your body. But you see that the edge is bending over, since the sponge, without any pressure, that it's gonna fold the edge over. And you're gonna go a little bit. Okay, each side go a little bit. Right. Okay, and slowly release your tension. So you can see that the plate has been made, but now we want to transfer the clay onto something that is flat. Okay, you can put it transfer onto here. Also, now maybe it's a good time to sign the name. So I'm going to just flip over and sign my name. I usually sign my name in Chinese. Okay. Right. You see that? Don't put it down because the edge is going to hit the table. So hold it. Okay, hold it, and then just put a piece of a flat ball over and flip over again. And you see that now the reason why I have a handle here is that it's easier for me to remove it. Okay, but if you don't have a handle, you can just carefully hold it on the edges. You should be able to pick it up too. So just remove the compressed board and slowly peel off your plastic bag. And you've got your sushi plate made, right? Maybe let me bring out to the sun so you might be able to see it more clearly. Okay. And later on, you don't need to do anything yet. Okay, later on, you will be able to just smooth it using, if you have a portion, you can use a sponge, okay, over. Or if you have a stoneware, I would recommend use just paper towel and just go back and forth and smooth the edges, because the edge, you don't want to be too sharp. Okay, so that's the finished part. Okay, so this is my first demo, and I'm gonna do the smaller one, the thinner one. And this time I'm gonna use this one. Okay, this is a piece of a camshaft been cut. So I'm gonna use that too. So make sure that we want to have about 1 inch over, so a little bit wide, not very wide, a little bit narrow, but longer. Okay, but longer. Off. You can also hold it on one side and just stretch it. Okay. Right. So that's okay. We will use the rolling pin to extend the length. So it's about 3/8 of an inch. 3/8 of an inch. So once you roll it, see that the slab has been extended. That's good, and we want to compress on the other side too, so hopefully the plate will stay a bit straight and without warping. So put this back, and since the clay has been rolled down here, so the clay actually kind of stick on the canvas. So if you put the canvas over, just fold it like this and lift up and flip. It should be easy. See that? The clay is sticking on the canvas, so it's easy to flip over that way. Right, and then I'm gonna put this back again. Air bubble here. Okay, you can pop it up and squeeze out the air. Squeeze out the air, and then you do it a couple times. Okay, and if not, actually, you could just get a rib, okay, a rib, and you do that over. Not only that you can fix it, but also you can remove the texture from the canvas. Okay, so you can actually use that to make the base without any texture from your canvas. Right. Okay, let's see here if this is big enough. Okay, almost. Maybe a little bit more. Let me see if I can extend it. Actually, it's okay because I'm gonna put my mat over, so it should be fine. So this one, since it's flat, I already used the rib to smooth it. I might want to use this side as my base, so let me flip over again. Make sure my canvas is straight without any wrinkles. Hold it and flip. Okay. So actually you can do a lot of different texture too, not only to limit to the this mat. If you have lots of something, okay. This is the tool I got it from MKM. Some of them are free that they give me as a free sample. You can use those to roll like here. Let me see. Okay, you can roll your texture. Okay, so something like this. Roll your texture. Roll your texture here. Okay, so again, roll it in the middle. Okay, but if you want to just use this to roll it, the clay might be too thick. Okay, you want to thin it down and you roll it. Okay, so this is from MKM. Some of the sample they give me for free to try. Okay, and again, I actually like this very much, so I am going to put this back to work again. See if this is big enough. Okay, not quite, huh? Okay. Right. So let's do it again. From the middle, I slowly spread out the clay and compressed it, and from the middle here, spread out the clay. Okay, that's good. So I print my texture onto the piece of clay. So it's a little bit, the mat is not long enough, okay, for mine. So make sure that it's in the center. Good. So again, I'm going to cut it. Just 1 inch. So I got this from hardware store. It's aluminum. It's angle aluminum, so it's very handy. Very handy if you want to do something like this. It's very good. Okay, and don't forget that we want the piece to transfer onto a flat board. See if this is long enough. Okay, good. And we want to compress down again too. Gonna flip. Okay, hold it and flip the clay. So now clay is flipped over to the board, and again we want to compress, right? So put a sponge over and do that, and again use all your pressure. Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, so now, oh, actually this is good. If I can just, I don't need to flip because the texture is on top, so I don't need to flip twice. So this is good. So roughly smooth the edges. Okay. And you want the piece to be in the center, so I just lightly bump on the edge of the sponge. Okay. And here too. Right. I want to place the plastic bag over. Straighten the plastic bag so you don't have a wrinkle here. Okay, that's good. Now, this is just a piece of kiln shaft. So again, you want to find the center. Okay, so you get this back here. So this side is centered. Okay, this side is centered too. Okay, so all the edge looks good. So now all I need to do is just the same as the one. Make sure that your finger doesn't go over the edge of the pressing pluggable wood or pluggable kiln shaft. Okay, because once it bends, it might hit your finger. So place your finger right in the center. Okay, in the center. You just go. Okay. So look at everywhere that is good. Okay, slowly release the tension. And now all we need to do is transfer it onto a board. Okay, and before I do that, I'm going to flip, remove the sponge, and now it's a good time to sign the name. Okay, sign my name and place a piece of wood here. Okay, and flip over and just carefully pick up that kiln shaft. Okay, and slowly peel off the plastic bag. And if you wanted to, if you have too much pressure, push that edges might be too close, you could adjust it. Okay, just use the hand to move back the edges. Okay, you can adjust it. Okay, let me bring out to the sun so you will be able to see it more clearly. Alright, so with the Chinese character, it's very good for sushi plate. You got a feeling, tasting of Asian food. Okay, so that's why I like make this kind of sushi plate in the Chinese character. Okay, so thanks for watching.